On Wednesday morning, the Liberal government announced that they had signed deals with pharmaceutical companies Pfizer and Moderna to procure millions of doses of coronavirus vaccines for when the vaccine is proven safe, for when it's ready. Great news, no? Well, I guess so. Yes, Canada is now in line for these doses, keeping Canadians safe, making sure we can get vaccinated, making sure that we can get back to work, go to school safely. Is this something we should celebrate? Well, okay, sure, but there are some caveats to this that the government is not telling you about. And I'm not talking about the caveats about how some Canadians polls show want to wait for quite some time to let others go first with the vaccines, that they actually don't necessarily trust them, and that they are worried about side effects. That is one angle of it for sure. But here's another big angle of it. Did the Liberal government move fast enough to get in line for these vaccines? Back in May, Canada signed a deal with a Chinese company to get in line, front of the line for a vaccine that they are working on. And that was the only deal that Canada had signed up until they just announced the Pfizer and Moderna deals. So hold on a second. Back in May, you've got the opportunity to sign deals with other places as well, because we've known about Moderna for a while now, for Pfizer for a while. We've learned about what one research company in the UK connected to a London university is doing. And there are countries that are in line for those vaccines. But no, Canada, from May until now, for several months, we had all our eggs in one basket, and that basket just happens to be in China, a country that Canada is having a lot of trouble with right now, and also a country that, well, Canadians have good reason to doubt whether or not vaccines from China can actually be trusted. What gives? Well, we've since learned from reporting by Post Media that actually China is even holding up the process on that. There are vaccines that are supposed to be sent to Canada for doing some form of clinical testing, but they are being held up by Chinese customs. Why could this possibly be? Well, one former ambassador to China, David Mulrooney, he's musing that maybe it's because of the conflict with Meng Wanzhou and Huawei, that China has us locked in this deal over the vaccine, but they don't want to relinquish the goods until they get further leverage over us with the Huawei deal. If so, wow, that is something. Why did we even sign that deal with China in the first place in May when Canadians were already very frustrated with China for a number of reasons, to say nothing of the pandemic, and we've since known that our trust in China has plummeted after China's role in covering up the origins of the coronavirus has been exposed. So by all means, let's applaud the fact that the Liberal government is finally getting us in line, although at the back of the line, to get these products from Pfizer and Moderna. The one with China, why did we pick them first? So, as we watch next year or whenever it is that we see doses of the vaccine being doled out in other countries, and we're asking, why is it not happening for Canada sooner? Well, we know why. Because it was a choice the government made to side with a company in China over all these other options that other countries signed up with much sooner.